I've wanted to get my hands on a Q Timex chronograph for a long time, but I've always thought it would be too big for my wrist. Factor in the sheer number of watches I own, and I couldn't justify buying one. So I did what any sensible person would do, and bought this watch as a present for my brother for Christmas instead, and forced him to lend it back to me for this review. Thanks, bro. The Q Timex chronograph is a retro 70s inspired chronograph, but the dial recalls famous racing chronographs like the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona and the Omega Speedmaster. It has a tonneau shaped case with chamfered hidden lugs which give it a sporty integrated look. It has a mostly polished finish except the brushed edge where the case meets the lugs. The case measures 40mm in diameter, but it is wearable on even the smallest wrists due to the short lug-to-lug measurement of 46mm. The case is around 13.5mm thick and the lug width is 18mm. The crown is signed with the Q Timex logo, and there are two unsigned pushers that operate the chronograph function. There's a black tachymeter bezel, and the dial is a creamy off-white colour with 3 black subdials, running seconds, 60-minute and the often despised 24-hour subdial. There's a date window at the 4:30 position and a high polish applied Q logo at the 12 o'clock with the words chronograph quartz printed below. There's high polished applied loomed hour markers and a printed black minute track. The hands are a pencil style with loom, and there's a loomed lollipop style chronograph hand. The dial is covered with a domed acrylic crystal. The back of the case is emblazoned with specifications and the famous Q Timex battery hatch, which allows for straightforward battery changes. Water resistance is a lackluster 50 meters. The movement is a quartz Epsom YM12A, which means the second hand ticks once per second, but the chronograph hand does sweep in the style of a mechanical movement. I really like the action on the chronograph movement. It's soft but responsive and not clunky like on the Seagull 1963 for example. The original battery is supposed to last 5 years, but can be easily changed due to the aforementioned battery hatch. The quick release strap is a light brown distressed leather with matching stitching, and actually it's really nice, much better than I was expecting. But it makes sense as it's stamped with the branding of the SB Foot Tanning Company of Red Wing, Minnesota, USA, which is also the main supplier of Red Wing shoes, the famous maker of workwear boots. It tapers from 18mm to 16mm, and it's very comfortable on the wrist. The quality is a lot better than you'll find on many an affordable watch. So what's the verdict? Well, I think in terms of looks alone, it's absolutely stunning. The design is up there with the very best chronographs on the market, mostly because it takes inspiration from the very best chronographs on the market. The sizing is perfect for most wrists, it will wear like a dream. The best thing is I bought this watch used in like new condition for less than £100 including shipping. I don't think you'll find a better looking chronograph for that sort of money. If raw specifications are a really important consideration for you, you might be better steering clear and opting for something from, say, AliExpress. The loom, for example, is pretty rubbish, but otherwise I can't see anyone being disappointed with this watch. From a personal viewpoint, I really do like it, but if I did buy one for my own collection, I would opt for the black dial with the white subdials and the stainless steel bracelet. That's just my personal preference. A lot of people diss Timex and say that the brand produces overpriced, low quality watches, but one man's trash is another man's treasure, and for me the Timex catalogue is a treasure trove of quirky, interesting and fun watches. Sure, I wouldn't buy this watch new at £180, but for less than £100 used, you're getting something that really looks the part, but you can enjoy and wear the hell out of without having to worry too much about scratching it or it getting snatched off your wrist. And even if it does, you can buy another one and enjoy it all over again. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing if you want to see more unsponsored independent watch content. That's all I've got time for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time.